Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's second and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Let's go. Set up. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Smash. Smash.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Seahawks had 7 and 4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 1. That one complete to Trey Tucker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans 0.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
On the quick, right?
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 2. W Lion. Cougar, 19.
Now HN on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go now.
They'll run for it with HN. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Stroud.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Devon Achane with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
13.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Stroud looking to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here's Stroud.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
60 bites.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mixing up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Oh.
Now Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get it. Cougar 19. Go.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Austin complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
70 triple. Ready.
They'll run. H-in. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Now 3rd and goal.
Ready.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Seahawks 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They
decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, set. 60 vices, 60 vices.
A run straight ahead with H.M.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll set up to throw.
He'll dump this off to H.M.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Up the middle, H.M. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
He'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Go.
Back to the ground, H.M.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On first down, back to H.M.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
H.A.M. here, they stay on the ground.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Texans 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. It's a gain of 17.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud finding Williams once more, complete. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, South. Here we go. Swap. Love a swap.
Looking to throw. Stroud He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On the quick, right? 18.
Again, it's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Tony. Hey, uno.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught by Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Seahawks 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Brought down back.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Come on. Set. Hop. Gotta be still.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out, what's that? 18, what's that?
A handoff running left, Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Got his man, it's Parham.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the double. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready, ready?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, ready?
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready, ready.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Come, here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Nixon will try the right side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Oh, ready? 18.
Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's go. 18, let's hit. Buggy.
He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Oh, 18, let's hit.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 31.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Okay.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Get it. Trap 60. Trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.